Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, so energy is there. Online? Yeah. Yeah. I am Dinesh. I am the sergeant for the today's meeting. I warmly welcome you all the 101th meeting of Uniqfin Toastmaster and 134th meeting of Whitefield Wild Toastmaster Committee. Yeah. Before we begin, let's me share about few ground rules that we follow to ensure the meeting runs smoothly and respectfully. Please turn off your mobile phones, put on silent mode to avoid disturbance in our duration meeting. For I will give you 5 seconds, you can do it. In meanwhile, I am also doing. Online people, please keep yourself muted when not speaking and switch on your video when you are speaking. As Toastmaster, we avoid discussion, sex, religion and louder, yaar. So kindly refrain from these. Please do not engage in crosstalk during the meeting. So my friends are talking in each other. We are avoid that only for the 1.5 hour, 2 hours meeting. Avoid using any local language as meeting as conducted in which language? English. Avoid your local language, all the things. Please try to avoid stepping in and out during the meeting unless it is in an emergency. If it is an emergency case, any washroom is there in the my right side, in your left side. Okay, from this door you can go, or back side you can. There is a corner in the water for drinking water. Okay, if I'm in emergency you can go. Okay. Now we have established ground rules. The mission of the Toastmaster provide as a supportive and positive learning experience where members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership, resulting greater self-confidence and personal growth within the mind. Let me stage today's meeting. After that, our presiding officer will become. It's honors to introduce to today's opening presiding officer as a dedicated leader and inspiring in our Toastmaster committee. Our presiding officer works as a data engineer at GE Healthcare. He is a current club president of Uniqfin Toastmaster and very excited to be there. Sorry. President of Whitefield Toastmaster and very excited to be there. Please join me together, TM or Toastmaster Eswari.
An error is the only way that I would be the president of Uniqfin Toastmasters, because you already have a very dedicated leader in Radha. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, meeting number 134 and meeting number 101. How exciting. I know he just mentioned to avoid regional languages. But forgive me, I'll switch to Hindi and then translate it for the other folks into English. 101 is a very interesting number for us. You see, 101 is supposed to be Shagun in North India. Right? Shagun is nothing but a ceremonial or an auspicious blessing. Right? And since you are having such an auspicious meeting, we decided at Whitefield that we'll come and join you guys and tag that auspician to ourselves. Thank you for that clearly not forced clapping. Now, without any further ado, since we have a long agenda to keep to, with the stroke of the gavel, I declare the Uniqfin meeting number 101 and Whitefield Toastmasters meeting number 134 open. Now, before I go forth, I have just one word, or rather sequence of words to tell you guys, which is nothing but the theme of the day. And that sequence is Voices of Freedom. Take a pause for 10 seconds and think what that could mean. Everyone have their own thoughts? Sorry, I'll have to refrain from asking you to share these, because in a unique way we have a person who will explain to you what Voices of Freedom means to them. And this unique person is none other than our ceremony upbringer, ceremony holder, and essentially ceremony master for the day. He is none other than the role that we like to call in Toastmasters as Toastmasters of the day. Alright? Your Toastmaster of the day is a person who currently works, and by works I mean really works, as the Vice President Education for Uniqfin Business School Toastmasters Club. He is someone who is very excited to share this auspicious stage with me, and he is someone who will be taking the ceremony forward. With a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmaster Raju onto the stage.
Thank you, Shandu, for the wonderful intro and for your kind words. Give me a second. Yeah, fine. So, good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests.
Good evening.
Yes, welcome you all for the 101st and 134 meetings of Uniqfin Toastmasters and Whitefield Toastmasters. Yes, this Friday we celebrated our Independence Day. It's on August 15. So, how did you celebrate it? Hosted a flag? Yes. We are doing since ages, not ages, since independence. Yes. So with that, I want to introduce our theme. Already our PO introduced one more time. The Voices of Freedom. So when you heard first time this word, what comes to your mind? So before asking that question again, so let me share one quotation or a line from a speech which is given by Pandit Nehru right after our first independence. So here is that. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. So I don't know how you are feeling now, but the people there at that time felt so excited because they were freed from the colonial, so whatever it is. And so from there onwards we evolved, we developed, and so many things happened. But one thing, somewhere or other, we are restricted, we felt restricted ourselves to share our voices, to raise our voice. But in Toastmasters, it is a platform where you are welcome to share your expression with a certain limitations, as our SAA shared. So, let me ask you all, again, when you heard the word freedom, what's the first thing comes to your mind? So, any volunteers, please raise your hands. Yes, he is the first one.
I think the freedom to express ourselves and share our voices, freedom to live.
Yes.
Freedom to rule during that time.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. What's your name?
Aman.
Aman. Thank you, Aman, for sharing your thoughts. And yes, please.
Carving the rights that what we should preserve.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. And anyone there? Yes, for me, as of now, the freedom is going out and not stucking in the traffic of Bangalore and not become wet in the rain. That is, as of now, my freedom. And with that, so yes, today, let's not be the regular meeting. So wonderful meeting, and let's celebrate the freedom we all share, the freedom to speak, to listen, and to be heard. So the loudest voice of freedom is not in a speech that shakes the world, but in the small whisper that says, yes, I can. So can you all say, for everything we do here, a thumbs up and yes, I can say, yes, I can. Yes, we can. And that, so here are we have seasoned Toastmasters and some guests and recently started members. For them, I want to share a little history of Toastmasters. So in 1924, in the basement of YMCA in California, a great person named Dr. Ralph Smedley started a small club to help the people to improve their communication skills, leadership skills. So that small group became Toastmaster International now and a global movement with more than 280,000 members across 145 plus countries. So what started as a one-man idea has given millions of people something priceless, the freedom to express themselves. This is what a quick intro about what is Toastmasters. And for your convenience, let me explain the segments of this meeting, how the flow. So every Toastmasters meeting follows a structured format divided into three main segments. One is prepared speeches, where speakers deliver their projects from their chosen pathways. And the second one, table topics, the impromptu speaking, where we learn to think and speak on the spot. And the third one comes evaluation, where speakers receive constructive feedback and including role takers, everything to grow further. So this is all set, and this is the meeting flow. And to move it, we need a person. As I said, the last segment is the evaluation. For that, we need a general evaluator. Yes, we have that wonderful person, and our general evaluator for today works as a senior project consultant with EY in people consulting, and also the founder of Keel Yoga, where he teaches Hatha, Ashtanga Yoga and mental wellness. Pardon me if I mispronounced anything. And a Toastmaster since 2020, he has served as VP Education and VP PR at Whitefield Toastmaster. When asked about a voice that made an impact on him, he recalls many, but one stood out. That is Shashi Tharoor, whose speaking skills left a lasting impression on him. So fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, please join me in welcoming our General Evaluator Toastmaster Kevin Joy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raju, for that beautiful introduction. And also, I'm loving the energy in this club here. Very beautiful, and I can feel the power inside this room already. I think most of you are studying here?
Yes.
Great. All right. So, what I just, in the interest of time, considering we have a long session ahead of us, what according to you is freedom? Just one thought is what I'm looking at. What is freedom? Anyone? Yeah?
Expressing thoughts.
Expressing thoughts. Okay. So when you say expressing thoughts, does that mean you can express anything and everything in this podium?
No?
No, right?
No.
So that is why me and my team is here. So my duty, me and my team would be evaluating each of you on what went wrong and what could have been made better. So that's the whole purpose of having a general evaluation. So in my team, I'm having 4 members, which is a timer, a counter, grammarian, and a listener. I would like to call upon the timer for today, who will be giving the her introduction as well as what is her role for today. You can.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and my dear guests. Good evening. My name is Raju, and for today's meeting, I will serve in as your timer. As your timer, I will time up the formal speeches, table topics, and the evaluation. And I will also alert each of the speaker using green card, yellow card, and red card, with denoted specific time remaining. For icebreaker, should be timed 4 to 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I will show you green card. At 5 minutes, I will show you yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will show you red card. For formal speeches, their time should be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will show you yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will show you red card. For table topic should be for 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show you green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show you yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will show you red card. For the evaluation, there should be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show you green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show you yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will show you red card. After the allotted time, we will have a 30-second buffer time at the end of the meeting. At the end of your speeches, at the end of the meeting, I will present my timer report. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruji, for giving that clear explanation of how to use the timer cards. So everyone, please keep a tab of Toastmaster Ruji where she is sitting, so she'll easily, so that you guys can know when to stop and when you will need to stop your speech. I would like to now call upon the R counter for today. Our R counter, Srinivas, is currently pursuing his MBA at Uniqfin Business School. He joined Toastmasters to improve his communication skills and boost his self-confidence. He enjoys listening to music and playing outdoor games in his free time. He loves music and sports than being seen. Sorry, there's a grammatical error. The new thing he is trying now is stepping out of his comfort zone to become a more confident speaker. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Srinivas.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. I am Srinivas. Today I am as a R counter for today's meeting. The purpose of R counter is note down the filler words and sounds which are correct and pause. Also, I will note down the overused words like but, well, I know. Also, I will note down the filler sounds like Also, I will note down the words which repeated and which repeated. Also, I will note down the phrases which is repeated like I mean. At the end of the meeting, I will submit the reports. Thank you. And over the stage to the
Thank you, Toastmaster Srinivas, for that clear and crisp message. Now I would like to call upon the grammarian for today. So our grammarian is someone who is part of Whitefield Toastmasters, and he will give an introduction about himself. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Swami.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kevin. Hello, everyone. My name is Swami, and I just joined recently, last month in Toastmasters. And a happy Sunday and a very good evening to everyone. So about myself, I'm postponing my icebreaker speech because I'm trying to find what to speak, icebreaker. So it might take a while for that intro. So as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to the speaker on their language usage. I will take note of any misuse of the English language and as well as outstanding words, quotations, sayings or thoughts. And the word for the day is liberty. Liberty means to set free from restrictions or limitations. To use it in a word, Toastmasters helps us liberate our voice and express ourselves freely. So each speaker is encouraged to use the word. The word is liberty. I'll give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon. Thank you, Toastmaster Kevin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swami, for giving us a clear understanding of what your role is about. I would like to now call upon the listener for today. He is none other than, he is currently pursuing his MBA and he loves meeting new people and building meaningful connections. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with friends and making the most out of every moment. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Shashikiran.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Shashikiran and I am your listener for today's meeting. And my role is to listen the whole meeting carefully, the speeches, the table topics and the whole meeting. And I'll be asking some questions about the meeting at the end of the meeting. Yeah, thank you. That's my role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashikiran, for explaining your role. So before I hand over the stage to the TMoD, I would like to say that we, as in me and my team, are in no ways, shouldn't be a roadblocker for you guys. Please feel liberated and try to express yourself as much as possible, keeping what our SAA told in the beginning. Alright, then we are good. Alright, now with this I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator Kevin, for your wonderful words at the end. And a big round of applause for the tag team and team. Yes, so we started, and the first segment of this meeting will be icebreaker or prepared speeches. So for that for any speech, we need an evaluator. So for that, the first evaluator will be, he's a former VPPR of Whitefield Toastmasters Club, and by profession he is a data engineer in healthcare startup. And when we asked that a voice that left impact on him, he said it's APJ Abdul Kalam. especially with his focus on curiosity, creativity in all the aspects of life we pursue. So please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Aravindan. Yeah,
Hi all, good evening.
Good evening.
I am Aravindan. I will be evaluating Hari. He is giving his L1 P1, which is icebreaker speech in his pathway. So the primary object of icebreaker speech is introduce themselves to the club, their background, their interest, how they came to Toastmaster and why they are here. The speech should not expected to be polished or well presented. Just the primary objective is to, as an individual, whom they are. They just need to express this. The timing for the speeches are 4 to 6 minutes. As our timer mentioned, 4 minutes she will be showing the green card, and 5 minutes she will be showing the yellow card, and 6 minutes she will be showing the red card, with the 30 seconds of grace period. And as this is an icebreaker speech, I request everyone to stand up and give it applause once the speech is completed. Thank you. I will be back with my evaluation once called upon the GU. Back to you.
Thank you, Aravindan. And Salsat. So the first speaker of this meeting. So our speaker is someone who has just stepped out of college, and like many of us at that stage, is still exploring where life will take him. And he describes himself as someone who is just roaming around. But today he has chosen to pause his roaming and stand right here on the stage. And when asked about a voice that impacted him, he recalls his school teacher calling out his full name in the class with such a power that it made him sit up straight and remember that moment forever. So please welcome Toastmaster Harry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Toastmaster Harry. Through their eyes. Through their eyes, Toastmaster Harry. All the best.
So, have you ever stopped yourself from doing something not because you couldn't do it, but because you were thinking about people's judgment? You were like, what is this person going to think about me? What are they going to speak about me? How am I going to mess up? Am I going to make mistakes? I have done this in my life, and I'm pretty sure everybody has done this too. So let me start from where this started. In school, so I was invited to be part of the cricket team, and I had gone for the tryouts. I was doing pretty well until the last day before the match. I had seen the opponent, the opposition team. They were belting everybody around the park. So I went back home and I thought to myself, I could already see my friends laughing at me when I fumbled the catch. I could already see my coach. I could see him in his hands, see his heads in his hands when I just take a huge swipe at a ball and miss it. So then, after 5 hours of thinking, I called my coach. I was like, Coach, I don't think I can do it. I'm not well. I think somebody else somebody who deserves needs to get a chance. So he was like, okay, let me see. You come tomorrow and we'll have a look. Guess what? I didn't even go to the match because he'll force me. So then the match was supposed to start at 9:30. I went there at 12. And the funny thing was, our team won the tournament. And while they were all taking pictures, they were all happy, I was sitting there as a spectator. The only thing I was feeling was regret. And then, so this fear of judgment, this fear of validation was like a parasite. It always followed me throughout my life. So when I went to college, even though I knew an answer, even though I knew it was right, I wouldn't raise my hand. I wouldn't speak up because there is a chance that it might be wrong. I don't want to get laughed at. So this thing just kept on creeping under everything I do. It started being like a shadow to me, following me wherever I go. And then even yesterday, when Mr. Raju asked me for my whatever intro, even though I wrote it like in 5 minutes, I reread it 5 times just to make sure there isn't an error, just to make sure people aren't laughing. So I put more effort into judgment rather than the actual work. I was wasting time, I was wasting energy, I was wasting life. So then I started looking, I started finding these things keep happening, keep repeating. So I started finding the root cause. Why is this happening? And then I realized this fear of judgment, this need of validation isn't something new. It is with us since age-old times, since antiquity. People, when we used to live in caves, when we used to live in tribes, being part of a tribe is a matter of life and death. If you're not part of them, you're going to be eaten by some animal. So that is where this feeling of wanting to be accepted by a group, feeling of wanting to be validated by a group, feeling of having good judgment, being the good books of people started. I know this is the right thing, this is a good thing to have when you are in tribal ages. But then we have got to realize we are in the age of smartphone and we don't actually have to have everybody's validation. So then, one random day, I was scrolling and then I saw a quote by the first lady, longest serving first lady of US, Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "You will stop thinking about people's judgment when you understand how seldom they think about you." Okay? So for example, you take a picture. The first thing you see, you take a group picture, the first thing you see is your face. Do I look good? Is my shirt good? Is my pant good? That's what we look at. But then we fail to understand that everybody is doing the same thing. Like everybody is looking at themselves. Nobody is looking at you. So we are unnecessarily putting ourselves under peer pressure, thinking that people are going to judge me, doing this, doing that. So I want to take this time to let everybody have a second, because this truth that you don't need to be accepted by everybody, you don't need to be validated by everybody, is a life disruptor. Once you understand this, you start understanding that all the decisions you took in life, did you really take it, or did someone else, did the people around you make you take it? They didn't force you, but then you feared of being judged. Did I take this path? Did I take engineering just because people will speak about me? Did I take science just because, so that I won't have a safe space and people don't judge me? So I understand this is an icebreaker, but I want to make this 5 minutes worth your while. So let's take 10 seconds to think about one thing that you feel that people's judgment is hindering you. And this one thing you're going to change the next week so that we can make our lives better. Oh, I forgot. Wait. 1 second. Okay. So till now, I was living my life through other people's eyes. From now, I have decided that I'll start taking steps like joining Toastmasters. And I know we are a new club. I knew I'm going to mess up and they're going to start thinking, who is this guy? And where is this guy from? But then, been that. Let us make mistakes, do mistakes, and enjoy your life. I hope you inculcate this into your life and liberate yourself. Thank you.
What an amazing speech. I forgot to come onto the stage. I was standing there and clapping it. Yeah, amazing speech, and all related things, we could relate to him when he missed the catch. So the reason why I left the cricket at my school is the reason I missed the catch and my friend scolded me. I didn't go to school. So that is one thing, and so many things are there. Mainly we think about the judgment rather than actual work. So definitely, as we posed one question, we'll think about it and that will inculcate in our life. Thank you very much for your wonderful speech. And one thing I want to remind you all, for the next speaker, so we forgot to inform you the speaking area. So till here we can move, and if you go out of this, and online people not able to see you. If you see, you can see that. So please use this line, this line, and till the end of this one you can go. Okay, and the next speaker, give me a second. Yeah. So before going to introduce the speaker, so I'd like to introduce the speech evaluator. So our second speech evaluator today is a senior software engineer at Walmart Global Tech. She loves meeting people, exploring new things, from dance to hairstyles, and even baking cakes. So recently, she has taken up marathons and has been selected for LDP program for for the year 25 and 26, and my dear Toastmasters and fellow guests, please put your hands to welcome our speech evaluator, Toastmaster Gunjan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raju, for my warm introduction. My other speaker, the purpose of the project is to, okay, I just want to confirm, Raju, what you shared me was a speaker third.
Sorry, speaker second. Yeah,
and it is L1 icebreaker or L1 P2?
L1 P1 icebreaker. Sorry for the confusion.
Sorry?
L1 P1 icebreaker.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much for confirming me. The purpose of this project is to introduce himself or herself to the club and get to know the basic structure of a public speak. Timer, please note the timing is allotted to my speaker is 4 to 6 minutes, 4 minutes, green card, 5 minutes, yellow card, and at 6 minutes, red card. I request you, all the audience, please encourage to my speakers. It is a very first speech of the Toastmasters journey. So please sit with your back and hold for the fantastic speech. Back with the speech, Toastmaster today, Toastmaster Radha.
Thank you, Gunjan. Thank you for explaining the speech purpose. And now comes to the speaker 2. So our next speaker completed her BSc degree and later decided to follow her passion for finance by pursuing MBA. She is now working at K Fintech, gaining valuable corporate experience. Beyond the work, she loves movies and traveling to new places. So when asked about a voice that made an impact on her, she remembered her brother, the one who stood by her during a tough phase in her MBA journey, helping her overcome strugglings and guiding her onto a better path in life. So please join me welcoming Toastmaster Eswari.
Greetings, Toastmasters and friends. I am Eswari. Today I am going to give a icebreaker speech about the up and downs of my life journey. And I will start from my college days. I completed my degree in BSc. When I joined for degree, some people told me take BCom course, so it will better for my career. But at that time, I only thought about a short-term goal to just get a high score in degree. That's it. So from my childhood, I am habituated to the ranks. So in degree also, I am in the same place. So as usually in my degree also, I studied hard and topped all semesters. But after graduation, I started thinking, Okay, I got ranks, now what? Can I buy anything with them? After I started thinking about a career choice, my parents suggested me to prepare for the group exams. But I thought if I spend 2 years and if I don't get any job in the groups, so it will be a waste of time for me and also it will suffer to my parents also. And I never had a fixed dream job, like a fixed dream job. My only aim was to end well and make my parents happy, that's it. And I would be independent and well for myself. When I am searching for my career options, then I got to know about some of my close friends joining medical coding. It was an easy field to get a job. And the industry was also going, but I thought if I have talent, why should I do what everyone are doing? So also in that field, even if you work hard, you couldn't get a big salary fast. So I decided to do an MBA. While searching for MBA colleges, a top university gave me a free discount of like 1.5 lakhs of discount compensation. So for a middle class girl like me, it was a big deal. So I joined without thinking twice. But after 2 months, I understood this phase is not for me. Not because of money, but because they expect you to already have great communication and skills before joining the university. They don't teach much. It feels like you are just one person in a big crowd. I imagine my parents asking me after MBA, so what did you learn here? And I have no answer. So I didn't want to waste time or money in the same university, so I immediately left from the university. Later, one of my best friends suggested me like UBS, and this changed my life completely. Why I am saying this because before I came here, my life was simple, just like studying, eating, playing, and getting ranks. That's it. So I was shy to even talk to boys also. But UBS gave me confidence. I started meeting people, learning new things, and enjoying life. But here is the truth when it comes to the job searching. I didn't put the same efforts I used to put in studies. I also don't know why I didn't put that much efforts for the job. Even I also don't. And I gave my first interview at one of the company. I gave that interview just to check my skills. But unfortunately, I got selected for that job, and I was more confused after taking the job. Some people are saying, okay, use this opportunity, but some people are saying, wait for the better job. Mothers are also told me wait for a better opportunity, but me being a dream, I made a quick decision again and accepted the offer. After joining, I realized why sir told me to wait. It was not the right fit for me. That's when I learned an important lesson. Don't take decisions by just thinking about today's problem. Think about your long-term future and listen to the advice from the people who have more experience. Okay, whatever is happened in our lives, we just accept that because life is like a learning, we should learn from our mistakes and don't know when it will, I don't know when I will learn that. However, I am happy now, I am trying for better opportunity in future. I am happy to continue my journey with UBS and also with Toastmasters. I believe Toastmasters will help me to improve my communications, confidence and leaderships so I can make better decisions in future. And I am very happy to share my thoughts with all of you. Thank you. That's it.
It's wonderful speech, and we know all the UBS students know her, how she came from BSc background into finance and got a job. It's okay, as a student, the first job and the first interview got selected, that nervousness and whether you have to choose it, have to leave it, wait for the better opportunity. All these, all the experienced persons over here experienced it the first time. Yes, like her, definitely you'll find a better job than this. Always, this is also best, I think. Yeah. So, and for the next speaker, we have the speech evaluator. So our speech evaluator is someone who currently serves as the president of Whitefield Toastmaster Club, and when asked about a voice that made an impact on him, he shared that as a child it was none other than his father's, so whose words still inspire him today. So please welcome the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Ashwant Paresh Pandey.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
My target speaker will be attempting her L1P2, that is, writing is speech with purpose. The purpose of the project is to learn to review basic methods of speech writing and finally deliver a well organized speech on any topic. However, the speech must have a purpose. With that, I wish the very best of luck to my target speaker as she takes her second step in the journey to liberate herself from the fear of public speaking. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Ashwandu. And coming to the speaker, so our third speaker calls herself a regular girl, but she chosen a not so regular journey at Toastmasters, so walking the pathway of engaging humor to become an impeccable speaker on one day. When asked about a voice that left an impression on her, she fondly remembered her mother's voice screaming in the same tone, in the same manner every single morning during her school and college days. The alarm clock that no technology can replace. Yes. And our speaker, please join me welcoming our speaker, Toastmaster Sarayu Gajendra.
Thank you, Raju.
Thank you. And Toastmaster Sarayu Gajendra, silence is power. Silence is power. Toastmaster Sarayu Gajendra. Thank you. Over to you.
What a lovely introduction. Thank you so much, Raju. Sunday evening and you all are here, so let's bring some value. So they say stories teach better than lectures, and today I have two masters as teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting my two teachers, Tenali Raman and the Buddha himself. Alright, we'll start with story number 1. So one day, the king of Vijayanagara received a curious gift from a foreign merchant. 3 identical dolls. Same height, same weight and same face. Just like every influencer on Instagram. But the merchant said, only one of these dolls is fit to be your advisor. All the ministers tried but failed. So they called the OG problem solver, Tenali Raman. So he held the 3 dolls and did what no one expected. He didn't start a podcast. He pulled out a thin wire and put it in the first doll's ear. The wire came out from the other ear. Tenali smirked. He said, "This listens to everyone and forgets." Basically me, when someone tells me their name right after we have met. The second doll, wire in the ear and out from the mouth. This one hears everything and shares it with all. We all know that one person, the family WhatsApp admin. The third doll, wire in the ear and nothing. The wire got stuck. This one listens to everyone and keeps it to itself. doesn't gossip, doesn't spill secrets. This, Tenali said, is the doll fit for leadership. He said, words are like arrows, my king. Some pass them on, some fire them at others, but some know when to keep the bow down. Fast forward to today, we live in a world where opinions fly around faster than Wi-Fi. But the real leaders, they aren't the loudest ones. They are the ones who listen, think, and then speak. Because smart people know sometimes the best move is not hitting send. Be the person who thinks before speaking, who can keep confidence and fact checks before sharing any news. Because sometimes the real ones, the quiet ones, are the ones you can actually trust. So next time, before you react, before you send, before you tweet, ask yourself, which doll am I being today? Because what you do with what you hear says more about you than what you say. Because what you do with what you hear says more about you than what you say. Now, speaking of reactions, here's another story, and this one is about not reacting at all. So one afternoon, Lord Buddha, he was teaching in a village. The crowd was silent, soaking in his words. Suddenly a man barged in. He shouted, furious. He was like, you are a fraud, a deceiver. You mislead people. And continued hurling every insult he could think of. But Buddha, he sat there calm, unshaken, serene. He didn't move a muscle. His disciples stood up, ready to attack. But Buddha gently asked the man, if someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does the gift belong to? The man frowned. Well, it stays with the giver, of course. Buddha smiled. Exactly. You offered me anger, hatred, and insults. I do not accept them. So they remain with you. The man froze. His own anger suddenly felt heavier, and he left. Later he returned, but not with abuse, but with folded hands. So yeah, Buddha didn't react not because he couldn't, because he was above it. He knows the secret. When you react, you hand the remote of your emotions to someone else. And with that, I forgot the rest of my speech. So, wait, So basically, he's trying to teach us emotional Uno reverse. They throw shade, you skip your turn. The real strength is not reacting. They throw words, you just smile, stay the same. Because sometimes the silent move is the loudest flex. With that, that's my time. Thank you all for joining me here today. And after giving this speech, thank you so much. After giving this speech, I definitely feel liberated. Sitting there with all the stress, now it's gone. Thank you so much.
Silence is the power. Yes, she proved it. And I like Tenali Ramakrishna. Whenever someone says Tenali Ramakrishna, my ears will go like this. Literally, I paid 100% attention when she said Tenali Ramakrishna. But so I want to ask you, which doll you want to be? Third one, always. But actually, which doll you are? The second one, most of us. But if you are third one, you are lucky, and always we want to be the third one. Thank you, Sarayu, for the wonderful speech and what a thought-provoking speech. Yes, definitely, it's worth it. So, as I said, it's a valuable time, and you proved it, and we enjoyed thoroughly. And with that, we concluded our speeches. And what next? That's what I have to say. Yes. The second segment will start. Before that, let me tell you a simple one. Sorry. I wrote something. Checking it. Yes. So a small, like how our speaker said about Tenali Ramakrishna story. This is not a big one, but let me share a small one. So a little bird lived in a golden case, and it had food, water, and safety, everything, but no freedom. So one day the door was left open. The bird first hesitated. But then it spreads its wings and took off. The first flight was its voice of freedom. So friends, aren't we that bird sometimes? Yes. So then comes to Toastmasters. It's open sky. And the icebreaker is our first flight. We hesitate, but we'll give. We'll take that liberty. And evaluations are the first gentle wings that help us to fly higher. And the table topics, that the test of whether we can still fly when the wind suddenly changes. So that's what the second segment, we have the table topics. So impromptu speaking section, where for that we need one table topic master. So let me introduce her. So our table topic master today is a project management professional, the immediate past president of Whitefield Toastmaster Club, and currently serving as the Division D PR manager. Beyond her professional and Toastmasters journey, she also enjoys painting, cooking, and dancing. So many things. When we asked about a voice that impacted her, she said a personal moment while preparing for her PMP certification, she doubted herself at first. But her coach's encouraging voice, which simplified the toughest concepts, gave her the confidence to clear it successfully. And truly a reminder of how powerful voices can shape our freedom and growth. So please put your hands to welcome our table topic master, Radha Kashinathan.
Thank you so much. I need 2 mics. Hello everyone. Hi. How are we doing today? Good. Online folks? All good? Okay, thank you so much. It's definitely a wonderful moment for me to serve as the Table Topics Master for meeting number 101 of Whitefield Toastmasters Club and 101 of Uniqfin Toastmasters Club and 134 of Whitefield Toastmasters Club. How many of you are attending any Toastmasters meeting for the first time? Raise your hand. You're attending? Okay, good. How many of you never heard about table topics or impromptu speaking skills in a Toastmaster setting? Raise your hand. We have one candidate, so it's very important for me to explain what is table topics all about. So table topics or the impromptu speaking skills is a beautiful segment of any Toastmasters meeting where a person, whether he or she is a member or guest, can come up on the stage. He or she will be getting one topic and you will be getting 1 to 2 minutes to speak on that. You can take starting 10, 15, 20 seconds to think about it and then speak. Cool? Any questions? So we know what is Toastmasters and what is table topics? Yes? And number 2, what is the time allotted to this particular segment? 1 to 2 minutes, okay? And who can take part in this particular segment? Anybody. Members as well as guests. But we have only one restriction. Those folks who already got speaking opportunity will not be participating in table topics, okay? It means the prepared speakers, evaluators, role players will not be getting the chance because we want everybody to take the stage and speak. Okay, process you know. One person will come, I'll give a topic, they'll be speaking and then we'll appreciate them. Okay, but quick question, Radha, how will we find out the speakers, right? We want to have a super fun game. So let me introduce a super fun game. So what is a fun game? So we'll have something called Speakers Hunt questions. I'll give you some questions. Those folks who answers first or raises their hand, he or she will be getting the opportunity. But since we are mix of 2 clubs, so we'll have equal opportunity to both the members, okay? Raise your hand. Okay, how many of you are from Whitefield Toastmasters Club? Raise your hand. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And rest are from Uniqfin Toastmasters Club. Any members joined online? Are you are you other than from Uniqfin or Whitefield Toastmasters Club? Raise your hand. Virtual hand. I know Gunjan is there. But other than if you are... Okay, Vishwanath. Okay, cool. So I'll make sure that everybody is getting chance. Okay? With that, can we start the table topic segment for today's meeting? Yes. Are we excited? Yes. We have 2 rules. Number 1, we will make sure that whenever a person comes on the stage or leaves the stage, we appreciate them. And at Toastmaster, how do we appreciate people? Louder. Okay, everybody knows. Rule number 2, we will have a pleasant smile on our faces. Smile? I didn't say laugh. So we know how to smile. Backbenchers, we know how to smile. Don't be sad, okay? It's a beautiful meeting. It's very sad. I've been looking at him only. That's okay. It's a beautiful segment. We'll laugh, we'll smile, and we'll respect the speaker. So 2 rules clear? Okay, let's begin. Speaker hunt question. Question number 1. Who has attended the most Toastmasters meeting in this month? Raise your hand. You can raise your hand, we'll decide 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. How many meetings you attended?
This month, right? Most of them.
Count.
3rd August, 10th August, 17th.
3 meetings. Anybody else who attended more than 3 meetings, raise your hand. Okay, so first speaker for today's table topic segment is Toastmaster Aman from Whitefield Toastmasters Club. Here you go. And yes, one more instruction. So we have something called clip-on mic. Okay, clip-on mic. This will not amplify your voice, but this is just for the recording purpose. So make sure you just attach this mic, and once you are done, you hand it over to me. But you speak with full energy and confidence because this will not amplify your voice. Toastmaster Aman? Okay, every speaker will get options. Since we have celebrated 2 beautiful festivals, first of all, happy Independence Day to everyone. Thank you. And happy Janmashtami. So we'll have questions, 2 types of questions. You have the liberty to choose one of the themes. So Independence Day theme topics or Janmashtami theme topics? Independence Day? Okay. Toastmaster Aman, what is your favorite thing about being an Indian? What is your favorite thing about being an Indian? Toastmaster Aman.
Wishing everyone.
Wishing fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests a very good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. So now it has been 78 years India has been free from independence. We have all been liberated from the British rule, which I am proud to be an Indian. I would say I have always enjoyed living in India. The Independence Day every time tells me how did the freedom fighters and the nation struggle to get India free from the rule, and it has always helped me as a independent. We have many voices are also coming into picture. Our freedom fighters, so many voices even I see in this day. My favorite thing in Independence Day was always the flag and seeing the parade in Delhi whenever I see in TV. So that has been my favorite moment in Independence Day. Independence Day is one day which we all remember. So that's my favorite thing in Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aman. That was a beautiful take. Congratulations. Well done. Wow, we all are proud Indians, and there are so many reasons why we are proud of being an Indian. And thank you so much for sharing your perspective on that. If I were asked this question, I would definitely say that diversity and inclusion, because I am a Tamilian, born in Bhopal, raised in Ahmedabad, and from last 3 years I am in Bangalore. So I love the fact that we have beautiful languages, food, culture, history, respect. So that is definitely one thing I'm proud that I am an Indian. Alright, the second set of question is for only for Uniqfin Toastmasters Club. Okay? Folks ready?
Yes.
Alright. Who has traveled the longest distance to attend this meeting? Please come. You deserve this opportunity. Please come. Name? Jishnu, sorry. Yeah. Mike. Jishnu. Alright, Jishnu, choose one. Independence Day theme topic or Janmashtami theme topic? Janmashtami, alright. Okay. If Lord Krishna joined your office or institute, what role would suit him most? If Lord Krishna joined your office or institute, what role would suit him most? Toastmasters Jishnu.
What role does suit for Lord Krishna? To be frank, everything. What not? He is the warrior, the teacher, a friend, everything in this universe. Because it's not just because. If you relate to it, everything and as an entirety, it's him everywhere. So if he joins my office or our institute, he'll be very much fun-filled and enjoying what is happening around us. Maybe the mischievous things that everyone do, even the classes that everyone bunk, or else the mini quarrels everyone have within themselves or else with each other. Let's just not talk about my office, because it's another jungle which I live in. Okay? It's not just one role he suits. As of my love, and from the beginning I never believed in God, but only 2 incidents changed my life and my way towards believing in God. One is when my father didn't return home and his phone was switched off. He was in the market. He was purchasing some essentials for our store. That time I just asked God that if my father comes now itself, if he comes home safe, I'll never stop questioning you. I'll just believe in you, and not in 10 minutes, just he is in front of me. And the other incident that changed me is not just it was something I don't want to talk about because it was in my past. I asked God to have given me an opportunity to meet my ex. So in that evening, I got an opportunity and we were patched that time again. That was the only two times God made me to believe in him. That's what not just one, everything suits Lord Krishna. Thank you. Table topic.
Thank you so much, Vishnu. Yes, Krishna is equal to magic for sure. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective and giving roles to him. He's definitely someone who can take up multiple roles. And if you ask me, okay, what is my name? It's from last 3 decades. One question I've been hearing is, Radha, where is your Krishna? I'm fed up of this question. So if Lord Krishna joined my office or my institute, I would definitely make him my intern. No, because Radha and Krishna didn't marry, no. So, but I'll make him my intern. I'll give him all my work, and whenever someone asks, where is Krishna? He's doing his work. Alright. Okay, third question is, folks from online, is there anyone who would like to give it a try? Vishwanath or anyone else? Raise your hand if you want to give it a try. Perfect. Vishwanath, would you like to turn on your video? Yeah. Hello. Hi. Unmute as well.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you as well. You are from which club?
I'm from Vidyanandra Toastmasters Club. It is in Vidyanandra.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining, Vishwanath. Okay. So 2 options: Independence Day based theme or Janmashtami themed topics.
I go with Independence Day.
Alright, cool. Toastmaster Vishwanath, if you were asked to teach a child abroad about India in 2 minutes, what would you say? If you were asked to teach a child abroad in India about India in 2 minutes, what would you say, Toastmaster Vishwanath?
You? I remember a story that there was a young man who was about 21 years old. He stood in a British courtroom and the judge was announced death sentence to him. Most people would cry or break, but this young man was smiling. So it is not everybody would scare about the situation, but this young man, when I smiled, and this guy name is Bhagat Singh. It is not about it's not about fear. The thing what he has wanted to do for the country. Okay, he is dreaming of free India. And we also have Jhansi Lakshmibai who fought with the British army. Okay, when they attacked her, okay, she didn't hide. She fight back with the British army. So when I look at these 2 people, so they were trying to teach her something. So the action we are supposed to take despite fear, that is very important for every Indian. And these 2 stories inspired me a lot. So definitely I teach these stories, and there are many stories like this who made us fight for our country, free India. So I teach these stories to the people who are in abroad and make them, India is not about the one person's sacrifice. There are a number of people's sacrifice. So these stories tell us, every story has a uniqueness in them. Every story shares some sacrifice from their persons or from their family. Yeah, so this is what I would like to convey and make them say that I love India and proud of to be Indian. Thank you, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful take, and definitely not only Bhagat Singh or Rani Lakshmi Bai. There are so many amazing souls, who just gave their lives so that we could have life. So I think let's hear it for all the wonderful freedom fighters and everybody who made India the India today. And yes, if I got a chance to explain a kid about India in 2 minutes, I would say, come, enjoy, travel. Because I have seen so many videos online. I don't know if you have seen that. Whenever they type India, in their browser, they get some filthy kind of pictures, as if we don't have pure oxygen, the people are not very hygienic, and the food is not very good, and it's all about corruption and all. I have seen such videos where people say, specifically from North Korea and all. So I would definitely explain them that we have the most beautiful atmosphere, different types of seasons, weathers, and so many beautiful things are there. So please come, travel, have food, and then let us know what you thought about India. Okay, next one is for Whitefield Toastmasters Club. Any member from Whitefield Toastmasters Club who didn't take speaking role today? We have Arvind. Arvind, would you like to give it a try?
Sure.
Okay, and if possible, turn on the video. Otherwise, it's absolutely fine. Okay, choose one: Independence Day theme topics or Janmashtami theme topic.
Independence Day, which is.
Okay, good. Toastmaster Arvind, if you could invite one freedom fighter to dinner, who would it be and what would you serve? If you could invite one freedom fighter to dinner, who would it be and what would you serve? Toastmaster Arvind.
Good morning, dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests. The one freedom fighter who I will invite for dinner would be our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. What I serve is that even he's also vegetarian, I'm also vegetarian. I just with South Indian dishes. As I'm from Tamil Nadu, with full South Indian meals, and he'll also enjoy. He's kind of a person who not only traditionally likes to adapt and changes, and he also tries to bring change within himself and others. And that's a thing, and the way even he saw, but I also can feel that he has the same kind of thought. Similarities he has eating trying different foods and exploring to different countries, and that's what that's one is Mahatma Gandhi is there, another one is Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yeah, go on, we can hear you.
Next one is Subhash Chandra Bose. Why Subhash Chandra Bose is that I serve we are not sure whether he's alive. Still doesn't see your story behind him, whether he's alive or what. If I have a chance, I just call to my place and I serve him with that different kind of South Indian food to be free. That's it.
Thank you so much, Arvind. If that is happening, please invite us also. And that is very smart. I'll invite Mahatma Gandhi because he is vegetarian. That's apt. And he's Gujarati, and I'm also half Gujarati. So whenever it's happening, I'm definitely going to be part of that. Okay, time check, executive committee members. How many speakers we can have? Two more. Perfect. Okay, next one is for Uniqfin Toastmasters Club. Team ready?
Yes.
Only Uniqfil Toastmasters Club will make noise. Uniqfil Toastmasters, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Question number 4. Who can sing in more than 3 languages? You don't have to demonstrate. Just flex. Who can sing in more than 3 languages? South Indians, come on. 4. Okay, anybody else? Did you raise your hand? No. Okay, who can speak in more than 3 languages? Raise your hand. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to demonstrate. No Toastmasters rate. Essay, we'll see if anybody else is trying. Otherwise, anybody from how many languages you can speak? Only 2. She must be speaking 4, but right now she's saying 2. Okay, final. Anybody else from this side would like to take a part in table topics? Simple topic. Come on. Shabash. Your name? Charan. Okay. Here you go. Speaker number 5, Charan. Alright. Choose one. Independence Day or Janmashtami? Janmashtami? Okay. Okay. Imagine Krishna was your roommate or your colleague. What funny situation would you expect? Imagine Krishna was your roommate or colleague. What funny situation would you expect? Toastmaster Charan.
Hello everyone. Okay. So if Krishna was my colleague, I will expect from him like what people think about me. Reminding my colleagues what manager is going to give me the tasks, what type of task my manager is going to assign to me, and also answers by Krishna only, not by me. Even the answer by Krishna only, not by me. So I'll expect from him. So if he is my roommate, I'll expect him from like there will be some other roommates, right? I'll ask him to make him to clean my room.
Oh no!
Clean my dishes, cook food for us. I'll ask him, and okay, yeah, that's it. I don't have a lot of wishes for.
No more expectations.
No expectations. Beyond that, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and we see how you have very less expectations from God. We really appreciate you for that. But I don't know if Hindi speaking people, how many of you have seen that movie Koi Mil Gaya? In that famous meme, मेरी शक्तियों का गलत इस्तेमाल हो रहा है माँ. That's what Krishna would say. Like if he is your colleague, you'll make him do all those things. But wonderful. He's your friend also. Sorry. Yeah, if Krishna's assistant is there, then it will be great. I understand. Okay, last question, and that is for Uniqfin only. Okay, no. Do we have any guest, any non-Toastmasters sitting in this? We have our last speaker on the stage. Please come. Your name? Jimmy. Okay. Speaker number 6, Jimmy. Okay, pick one. Independence. Okay. Jimmy, share a childhood memory of celebrating Independence Day in school. Share a childhood memory of celebrating Independence Day in school. Jimmy.
Very good evening to all, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I will take 10 to 15 seconds to recall all those memories. So thanks for keep presenting all those things. I would like to share one small incident. When I was in class 5th, so I was bullied a lot, and the person name was Jyotish. Why I remember his name? Because I was bullied along for 3 years, from class 2 to class 5th. And every time when I was going for any celebrations like Independence Day or other kind of festivals, I was feeling his negative aura. So once in that hosting the flag and everything, I was there. I was trying to enjoy, and he was saying, So I said, then I hold my horses that time, and I said, bro, look, it's enough. So if you do all those things again, I will complain to the principal, and I will tell my parents. It's too much. So he didn't listen all those things. Then I politely went to the principal and I said, see, he is doing all those things for long. So whether you will take actions or I will just shrug off myself from this school. Then he said, no, it's very important to take this action. And after that I enjoyed all my Independence Days and all those things. So he has stopped bullying me. So thanks for listening me. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. I think that was a very beautiful memory, and also like promoting that if something is bothering me, we have to raise our voice against it and making sure that things are good for us. So thank you so much for giving that that powerful content. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for speaker number 1, Aman, speaker number 2, Jishu, speaker number 3, Vishwanath, speaker number 4, Arvind, speaker number 5, Charan, and speaker number 6, Jimmy. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate all the speakers, wonderful speakers who took, who came up on the stage and speak their heart out, and we really appreciate everyone. And those who didn't get any chance to be on the stage or didn't utilize the chance to be on the stage, please don't do that next time. Whenever you are in the Toastmasters meeting, no matter what, you have to make sure that I am going on the stage, I am speaking, because that's why we are here, right? To improve ourselves and to meet the best version of our own self. And before I hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, I would like to say that Toastmasters is where voices grow, stories shine, and leaders rise. So let's speak boldly and lead kindly and celebrate the diversity that makes us stronger. With that, I hand it over to our wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raju. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Radha, and a big round of applause for our TTM. Yes, we clapped for all the table topic speakers except for our TTM, so that's I made it. Yeah, so it's wonderful table topic session, and we got so many speakers shared their perspectives, and with two options, Independence Day and Janmashtami. Thank you Radha for bringing up that. And so I want to ask a question. So who remembers their first speech at Toastmasters? So if you already delivered your speech, who remember the first speech? So didn't you scare before going onto the stage or while delivering? Yes, definitely. Still we feel. But today the theme, as we said, it's Voices of Freedom. That's where first time when we come up, the next time that we feel it as not fear. We already overcome it. And then we got freedom to speak, and we know the stage, it's our people, and they are going to support us in any possible ways. So that's what, and the theme, so it's not about politics or history. It's all about you and me, all of us. So having courage to express ourselves. So that's what I want to conclude with this. And the segment, the next one comes evaluation. So for that, so we want, because the true freedom is not just speaking, but to learn and growing. So for that, we need our general evaluator. So I want to welcome Toastmaster Kevin onto the stage. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raju. And I hope all of you enjoyed today's session.
Yes.
Awesome. I enjoyed myself. When I say I, me and my team. So, few observations I would like to start from the beginning. So, I think the meeting started delayed. So, we started after 10 minutes. And probably the reason for that was one of the role taker was not in the meeting. So, what I would suggest is going forward, it's always better to make sure at least the role takers, not just role takers, everyone for that matter, should be in the room at least 15 minutes prior so that we can avoid the delay and we can respect others' time as well. The essay Toastmaster Dinesh. So he took up the role in the last moment, probably because the actual essay was stuck in the traffic. But kudos to you, the energy that you brought in this meeting, because the interesting part is the essay is the one who starts this meeting. And so if he or she does not bring the energy to the meeting, that will be there in the entire meeting. But you brought the energy, which is a wonderful thing. Followed by Yashendu as a presiding officer. He did his role well. He made sure he started off the meeting with the strike of the gavel and also explained what is the meeting number 134 of Whitefield Toastmasters, 101 of Uniqfin Toastmasters Club. Then it was taken over by the TMoD Toastmaster Raju. Raju, good job with making sure that the audience also participated, and you gave a very good explanation of what the theme is about, right? Like voices, freedom of voices. So that was clearly explained with some examples. Only one thing I want to suggest to you is, instead of carrying multiple papers along with you, you can either use a mobile phone, I would say. I understand you have a lot of introductions that you need to say. So when you use a paper, there are chances, the intro of the next person will be in the other paper and you need to, so you can't do all that in the stage. So just make sure you can bring some digital devices instead. Just a suggestion. And then I would like to not talk about the speakers as of now, because for that I would like to call the evaluator 1 for speaker 1, which is Toastmaster Arvind.
Give it a big round of applause to my target speaker, Hari. It was a wonderful speech. He painted a clear picture of his journey from judgment to conference, and the emotional is the strongest part of the story. Here is the breakdown of my evaluation following the sandwich method. Overall impression. The speech has the potential to be truly impactful. You have all the necessary element, a strong emotional core, relatable details, and clear story. The contrast between your past and present and the liberty too. The strength. A powerful narrative story. You created a compelling contrast between your high school and your college experience. The imagery of moving the stage versus stage become the cave is incredibly effective. We were completely able to correlate with you during your school days and college days, how you felt during your cricket tournament when all of your other teammates won but you were not part of the team because of your emotional. And you have won the stage, some people they will stuck in between, but you went to this part, you have won the stage. Wonderful job on that. And about the timing, how much time he took? Okay, I think you are on time, 6 minutes 48 seconds, which is like 18 seconds apart, but that's wonderful job. Because at the first speech itself, you were able to maintain the timing. Wonderful on that. And I will tell, because this is icebreaker speech, it's a wonderful job. Still, I will tell few of the improvements that you can implement in your next speech. There were few improvements that are like, though you use the entire stage, sometimes you are out of focus. Like as our TMoD mentioned, you are out of focus in the camera, like you came this part. And a lot of time you are walking this to this, this to this. That implies you are a little bit anxious. So avoid this whenever required. Like when you are talking with your cricket coach, that time it makes sense that you are talking, walking and talking. But don't like walk through the speech. That implies that you are a little bit anxious. That you can improve in your next speech. Second suggestion is that we didn't get much of your background, like where you born, why you are here. Like we got to know your college days and school days, but where are you from, what are you doing in Bangalore, how come you came to Toastmasters. Little bit the story is not like fully. That you can improve in your next speech, like combining the like childhood to why are you here. And then also you didn't use the word of the day, liberty, that if you use this, that will improve your vocabulary in the next speech. And the final improvement, I think when you saw the red card, you got a little bit anxious and you forgot your script. You could have a cheat sheet that like tell the steps, like as this is your icebreaker, you can have a cheat sheet like that tells what is the next step, but that's completely fine. Like whenever some people saw the red card or the ending card, they will get anxious. So my time is about to end, I need to complete the speech. And one more improvement is there can be little bit audience interaction. Like you asked one question, think about something, but you didn't ask what you think. At least one person you can ask. Or when you are about to tell about the cricket, you could have asked like how many of you like cricket. So that will have some audience interaction. Apart from this, it was a wonderful speech. All the very best for your next speech. I am waiting to hear your next speech. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aravind, for that beautiful evaluation. I would like to now call upon the evaluator for speech number 2, Toastmaster Gunjan.
I'd like to request to my audience, give a big thunder round of applause for my speaker who attended and unlocked the journey of Toastmasters. Realization from choosing the career, the landing to UBS and Toastmasters Club was completely inspiring and relatable story. The way you connected your hard work, achievements and decision making, which gives the audience a food to thought. I will be validating your speech with a simple method, 3S. First, let's focus on your strengths. I would like to highlight your authenticity. The way you share your stories, it felt the personal touch and we all connected. There was no filtration, no modification in any point of view during your speech. That brings the authenticity in that how you are. Secondly, which is very basic thing and the purpose of the speech also defined, the structure of the speech. There are 3 basic elements, opening, body and the closure. All were paired. The opening which you talked about in the past, that your background from BSc student, you focused on your current time that you have opted for MBA, landed in UBS and taking participate in Toastmasters. The last, closure, how you are looking forward to improve your communication skills with the help of Toastmaster Camp. It brings a complete system, starting, body and the closure. The third, I really love with the confidence. You came up on stage, started the whole story with the confidence and the smile throughout your speech. Because I have noticed, I have observed during your first speech or icebreaker, sometimes the speaker gets paused or gets stuck, take a time to think. However, I didn't feel in any case. Still, there are a few key things which I would like to suggest so that you will be more liberty in your upcoming speeches. First is, the very basic thing of a speaker is engagement audience, which brings a more interaction and they will definitely going to remember in your upcoming speeches. The very good example I can say that you can ask a question. For example, how many of you in your career days you would have been difficult or facing challenges to choose what you were looking for or what you want to become? So this one set of question and you can get a response from the audience and move forward. Third is take a pause. What I felt, you started your speech and I didn't feel anywhere to take a pause and meaningful. That I would like to request you. Thirdly is the body gesture. I agree that you are sitting in a virtual, you are delivering a speech through a tech device. However, with your hand gestures, you can bring a more visualization, representation of your speech. To summarize, your speech was a wonderful journey of your Unlocking Toastmasters book from achievements, authentication, structure. However, a few bit refinements of here and there, taking a pause or engagement audience, you can shine even more better. Keep speaking from your heart and from your words, which brings more impact and which will be inevitable. Thank you, and back to the stage, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gunjan, for that beautiful evaluation. I would like to now call upon the evaluator for speech number 3, Toastmaster Ishendu.
Silence is power. An extremely apt topic for what I can only call a wonderful speech. Amazing attempt at an L1P2 by my target speaker, Toastmaster Sarayu. Since we're here in Uniqfin Business School, it's only fair that my framework for evaluation is MBA. M in the MBA stands for Marvel. Toastmaster Sarayu, when you took onto the stage and you started speaking, I could not see a single person not paying attention to you. Your ability to write natural humor into the content of your speech had everyone hooked right from when you started. Your hook lines, punches, they did not go amiss. And every time you had something to say, I could hear a few chuckles, either here or there or maybe even everywhere. Another amazing aspect of your speech was your ability to structure the speech itself. Deciding upon 2 stories, narrating them, then tying the central idea of those stories to the theme of your entire speech was amazing. And it definitely fulfilled the purpose of your project, that is being able to write a speech with purpose. And kudos to you on that. Lastly, not losing your cool with a dash of authenticity. You had a slip up. You ended up forgetting your next segment. And yet, in that moment when you decided to be authentic, you're like, folks, I forgot. Everyone had a chuckle, but that made you as a speaker more endearing to them. And then deciding to move forward was a great presence of mind on your part as a speaker. However, whatever is good can always be made better. The way you presented your stories could have been enhanced. And how so? By changing the tonality of the characters in your stories. I'll give you an example. You are a cheat. You are a fraud. If someone doesn't remember or accept the gift, who does that gift belong to? All of a sudden, with the change in voice, I now know who the angry follower is and who Buddha is. Enhancing the immersion of the story will enhance the speech itself. Stage. You had horizontal stage movements. Why not plan out for intentful stage movements that capture the stage from front to back as well? Go back for moments that need to be dispersed to the audience and come forward for the impactful segments. That Sarayu was B, betterment in MBA. And finally A, all in all, while you talked about silence and power, your power is definitely in your voice. Your ability to structure stories into theme and natural humor make you a great speaker, but with some improvements, you will go a long distance further. Over to you, the general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yashendu, for that wonderful evaluation. Got disconnected. Yeah. Okay. I would like to now call upon my Taggle team, starting with the timer Ruchi for her report. So Ruchi, you can just tell us, like, is there any disqualification for today? Yep. You can come here. Yeah. You can come to the stage. Guys, you can give a round of applause.
So here is my report of timer. So I would like to start from icebreaker speaker name Harry. You took 6 minutes 48 seconds. Eswari, you took 4 minutes 46 seconds. And Sarayu, 6 minutes 43 seconds. Now coming to for table topic. Aman, you took 1 minute 9 seconds. And Jishnu, you took 2 minutes 28 seconds. Vishwan, you took 1 minute 56 seconds. Arvind, 1 minute 50 seconds. Sharon, 56 minutes. And Sharon, sorry. Jimmy, 1 minute 41 seconds. And now coming to evaluation. Arvind, you took 3 minutes over time, and Gunjan 3 minutes 46 seconds, and Abhinit 3 minutes 33 seconds. Please, this is my report. Thank you.
So in total, how many disqualifications are there? In the prepared speech?
4 people evaluation and 1 more icebreaker. Hari.
Okay, fine.
Just for confirmation, there are 2 disqualifications in speeches, correct? According to the time. 6 minutes 30 has been crossed by 2 speakers who were icebreakers, correct? No, and 6. What was Ishwari's time? 4 minutes.
And how many disqualification table topic? Just one. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that report, Toastmaster Ruchi. Now I would like to call upon the R counter for today.
Once again, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Here is my report. Coming to speeches, Ari, Sarayu, Gajendra. Give a big applause to them. I didn't notice any filler words and crutch words and repeated words in their speech. Coming to next speaker, Eswari, I noticed more than 5 times. I know it is a first speech, so try to improve upcoming speeches. Coming to table topics. Aman, Jishnu, Vishwanath, Arvind and Jinni, they used 3 to 4 times. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmasters Universe, for that crisp report. I would like to now call upon the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Sami.
Thank you. Good evening, all. Excellent phrases by Harry. Some of them I've noted down are fear of judgment, fear of validation, and root cause. We do root cause analysis to come out to check on the fear to come out of it. Antiquity, which means the ancient past. And a wonderful quote by Eleanor Roosevelt: "You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realize how seldom they do." And going to speaker L1P2, if you notice at the start, no alarm could be much louder than your mother's. And smugged, one of the meaning is disapproving, smugged. And words are like arrows, some of the phrases, like words are like arrows, opinions faster than wildfire. And of course, silence is power. And Toastmaster Raju, Toastmasters is icebreaker is the first fly, and mentors are their wings. Of course it is. They are. And about Vishwanath, I've taken note of it. He used the word every story has its uniqueness. On the background, I saw the poster, "We become what we think about." Nice poster, Vishwanath. And negative aura by Jimmy. Yes. So this we taken note of. So and Radha table. So let's liberate ourselves to meet the best version of ourselves. So the word of the day, liberty, liberated, liberate, were used by Toastmaster Kevin, Yashendu, Radha, Amin, and Toastmaster Arvind. So yeah, that will be it, and no much grammatical errors as such. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sami, for that beautiful explanation of the report for today. I would now like to call upon the listener for today.
Good evening once again. Good evening. The interesting part. Whoever know the answer, you can raise your hand. Yeah, what are the great personalities mentioned in today's meeting? Yeah.
Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yeah.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah. More. One of our guest intros has great speaker's name. Can anyone tell? One of our person's intros has a great speaker's name. No, actually, it's not. He is not a freedom fighter. He is a current great speaker. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And second one is Jishnu mentioned which role you need to give to Krishna, like your colleague or like anyone. All roles. And we have a dialogue from Anupam Kher in Kartikeya 2. Anyone remember? Yes. Anyone can tell? Yeah. Yeah, like he's an engineer, doctor, educator, scientist, philosophy, whatnot, everything. And TMoD Raju, what means freedom for TMoD Raju?
Speaking on stage.
No traffic and not to get wet in rain. Yeah. And table topic speaker Aravind mentioned that for whom you want to invite to his dinner. Another person? Yeah, Netaji. Yeah, that's it. These are the questions. Thank you. Handing over stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashikaran, for that interesting listening session. Now I would like to continue with my evaluation. So to start off, how do you guys feel right now? Awesome. Great. Do you also feel like you're sitting in Russia? Yeah. Like Siberia? It is always it's always recommended, at least for the sake of BESCOM, to put the temperature at 25 degree. Because if you notice, next to the TMoD, people have gone back. In the beginning of the session, we told people to come in the front, but they weren't able to sit. I myself am shivering right now. And plus the problem is there is a chance of getting a dry throat when there's too much, very low temperatures. So just keep that in mind. And another thing I noticed is in the timer card, one of the card is orange in color. Yeah. So now what happens is someone is speaking, right? And people who like speaking, this card is actually a problem. So they'll be like, okay, I can still continue. They showed yellow, now it's orange. Red will be later on. So instead, just make sure you have a red card in place. Apart from that, I would like to say that today we had 3 speakers, right? That is Speaker Harry, Sarayu, and Eswari. Yeah. So all 3 of them did a beautiful job. Harry was a natural speaker. Sarayu was extremely funny. I know her because she's from my club. And people were glued to her, and Eswari took us through her journey. The word that I noted was unfortunately getting a job. So I think she sprinkled some humor there. If it's intentionally or unintentionally, we got it. And Toastmaster Radha came up with very interesting set of table topics for today. And Krishna was made to do a lot of things, right? Becoming roommate, becoming cleaner, what all? Intern, yeah. So the interesting thing is, so the topic should be very easy and something that can be spoken by everyone, right? So that is something that Radha made sure, and she also made sure that everyone online and offline, online and offline was able to participate. And I think, is there anyone in this room? I mean, there are a few of them, I can see that. But in the interest of time, we cannot accommodate everyone in the table topic. But just make sure that you participate. That is more important. Apart from that, this big screen here, right? So the benefit is even the online audience has the opportunity to be part of the session, and we can see them clearly. And that is all because we have a big screen, and which is not a very common thing in all the other clubs. But since you guys are this is an institution, you have that advantage, which is great. Yeah, so these are my general observations, and I would like to end my evaluation by telling that, so all of us, there is, I would like to tell that there is definitely something called mental block. Okay, so every one of us will be having some or the other kinds of mental blocks, and that can only be overcome if you decide by yourself. So what I would suggest is, and what I have been practicing for the past few weeks, is manifestation. So you guys can also try this. So before you start your day, try looking into a mirror and saying something that you would like to achieve for that day. Tell that face to face, like you are watching yourself in the mirror, and try telling that repeatedly. And try starting the day. You will see the difference. So don't worry, how the theme went, voice of freedom, right? It is very important to speak out from your heart. So there should not be any hindrance from your end. Like there should not be any reason why you should not speak out of your heart. Only if you speak out of your heart, will the speech be interesting, and will people want to listen more to what you've got to say. So don't worry about the mistakes that might happen while you speak, but ensure that you speak out of your heart. So as a Toastmaster, this is what I would like to say, and I would like to now hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raju.
Thank you, Kevin, for your wonderful evaluation. So, big round of applause for General Evaluator and his staff team. For all the role takers till now. So, please give them a big round of applause. Why? Because we have some role takers last minute, so we changed them because of some issues. But few people came up at the last minute and they take. So for them, so we are delighted to tell our heartfelt thanks for you. And coming to the next, so officially we concluded all the segments of our meeting. And what next? So we have a recognition session and voting session. So we want your voting and your feedback. And for that, to facilitate that, we need our PO back. So I want to welcome Yashand on the stage.
Online folks, are you still awake? That silence is almost deafening. All right. Folks in the room, are you all awake?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
All right. I think it is a bittersweet moment, at least for me, because it is 5:13 on a Sunday that has just concluded a long weekend. However, as is with everything in life, things keep moving forward. And the next segment for moving forward is the ability to decide who in our meet did their jobs the best. For the very same reasons, I have shared the voting links in the Whitefield Toastmasters group and the Whitefield Guests group. In case you are a part of those groups, please find the voting links there. With terms of Uniqfin, okay, Dinesh will be sharing the screen right now. Yeah, please come in. And I think showcasing the QR for the voting links as well. In the meanwhile, can I have a raise of hands for all the members, non-members in the room today of Toastmasters clubs? Who all do we have as guests? I know Jimmy was proudly introduced as a guest. All right. Anyone else? Only two? Oh, all right. Guest Jimmy. I know you've come up on the stage and already talked about it, but while we wait for the voting, maybe give us a quick intro of how you came to know about Toastmasters in general and what led you to be here.
Actually, I attended some previous sessions of other Toastmasters from Loyola Hall. We have Toastmasters. In near Shivaji Nagar also we have. I attended previous sessions. They said, why you are coming so hard for you can search nearby area. I am staying in Spice Garden.
Ah, great.
I think.
All right. So, folks, just to let you know, if there are names missing in the voting link, that is probably because those roll takers have been disqualified due to time. Right? We at Toastmasters have a strict time maintenance. So anyone above that grace period ends up being disqualified for the voting for that meeting. Thank you, Jimmy. That was wonderful to know, and we hope to see you around at Whitefield, since you'll find us very close to Spice Garden or here. That will be a choice that you'll have to make. We have another guest in the room. Yeah, just your name. I know how you got to be here in Toastmasters, but I'd like to let everyone in the room know how. So, your name and just how you came here to this Toastmasters meeting.
I'm Sibi, I'm from Tamil Nadu. My brother said Toastmasters is best for you because I want to improve my communications and self-confidence also. So he give the link and the LinkedIn profile for Toastmasters. I visited the LinkedIn profile and what the posts are in the then I chose that Toastmasters.
Okay. Here the elder brother in question is none other than our former Whitefield Toastmaster member, Toastmaster Arvindan. And I think a round of applause for our guests who managed to make it this far. Do we have any guests online? Any Toastmasters, veteran or otherwise, who are not a part of Whitefield Toastmasters and Uniqfin Toastmasters are also considered guests. So I know 2 guests who are just not speaking up. Alright, I will then have to move forward, folks. Okay, now it's the lovely time of... Hey, I see a lot more people in the room than the responses. I only have 13 responses. Guys, come on, quick, hurry up and vote. Your vote might be the deciding vote between 2 tiebreakers. I'll give you guys 30 seconds more. Until then, since we didn't have a lot of people come up for table topics from the left side of our audience, let's have some of you share your experience. How did you like the vibe of the room? What did you feel the meeting was maybe lacking? What made you feel the meeting was great? Starting from anyone who raises their hands. Trust me, it is worse if I point to you and put you guys on a spot. Alright. Please, sir. Yes, you. Go ahead. So, sorry, forgive me. An introduction, your name, and a little bit about how you felt about the meeting.
I'm Harsha. I'm from Andhra. I'm studying with UBS. I did attend a lot of Toastmasters in our club only. It is better for us to give.
Okay, thank you for that humbling compliment. So, you've been a part of the UBS Toastmasters for how long?
No, it's not a
You're not a part of UBS Toastmasters?
Yes, is a part of Toastmasters, but not a registered member.
What are you doing, man? Join! So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'll let you guys know. There are area contests, division contests, there are area meetups, blinkers meeting keep happening. So Toastmasters is not, it is primarily about your interaction with the club, obviously. But joining Toastmasters also gives you an access to a huge community that is behind. You guys are a part of which area? So sorry?
C1.
C1. So like you guys are part of C1, we are a part of area D1. Each area has like 4 clubs, more or less. Alright? Then not 4 clubs, I would say 4 to 7 clubs, depending on the area. Then each division has 4 areas. Each of these divisions are from A to I, so A, B, C, D. Like C1 We are D1, it is still I. We then have all these divisions combining to create what we call as District 92, which is primarily Bangalore, or rather Karnataka based. So you have District 92, A to I divisions, each division with their own 4 areas, each of these areas then having 4 to 7 clubs. So that is how strong the presence of Toastmasters is in Karnataka itself. And then everywhere else, I think, you can count the number of clubs from there. So join Toastmasters and you'll feel the presence and you'll feel the energy. Alright, anyone else? Please don't make me pick. You know I hate to put you guys on spot. Alright, I'm going to put you on spot. Yeah.
Myself Pooja, and I'm currently pursuing MBA Academic Business School and also working at State Corporation. And I'm an official member of Toastmasters, Uniqfin Toastmasters from past 2 months. And it's
So 2 months, you might have already delivered or are in pursuit of delivering a icebreaker. Already delivered. So you've already taken the first step of coming out of that public speaking fear. Great. Folks, I think after this session, we'll also have networking session. But for that, we'll have to close this meeting. And before I close this meeting, I think let's have the voting now done. The votes are in. We have 25 responses. So I'll now go